Hello, beach friends. What does a perfect day look like? I suppose if you ask 50 people, you will get 50 different responses. But if you ask me, it would be filled with adventure, beauty, and lots of seashells. So today I am going to share with you a day I will never forget. I had high hopes, but I also knew no matter what I found, it was going to be awesome. But little did I know just how awesome my day was going to be. And I was lucky enough to not only find the species of shells I was hoping to find, but I found lots and lots of them and had myself an absolutely amazing day. It all started a little after 8 in the morning as my new beach friends that live in Savannah invited me to go island hopping and shell hunting. And who can say no to an offer like that? Now, on my way over to the island, there was lots to appreciate. There was lots of the local birds and critters and whatnot. So I did see a bunch of birds, and I really got excited about the white pelicans. That's them right there. We will see them again in a little bit. I don't get to see them as often as I would like. I think they're awesome, so we'll circle back to that in a little bit. It was an absolutely beautiful morning to be out there. I even managed to see a couple of dolphins. So thank you very much, dolphins, for showing up. And after about a half-hour ride, we arrived over at this island. Now, I had decided I'm going to attack kind of this flat area there in the front, but you know what? This is not Florida, and I did not find much of anything. Today, as we go through the day, the tide will be coming in. So we're starting at low tide, and I do what I normally do is kind of head to the water. But again, I'm not in Florida, and it's a good thing I kind of started checking out this upper rack line because that's my first knobbed whelk. Oh, hello. Oh, I've been waiting to meet you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Wow, I'm so excited. My first knobbed whelk. Oh yeah, yep. Now, yeah, we'll talk about what I was doing the days prior to today a little bit later in the video. But boy, am I happy to see this big knobbed whelk. Absolutely beside myself. And guys, the whole day is like this. It is absolutely amazing. So if you're ready to see what all is out there, let's go to the beach. Well, look at this, a channeled duck clam. All right, I am not surprised to see that. Interesting. The horseshoe crabs here were absolutely monstrous. The ones that I see down in Florida are so much smaller. We're going to see a couple more later on. Oh, a shark eye. Two shark eyes. Fantastic. Oh, that one's really all right, that one's broken. We're not going to worry about that one. We're just going to hold on to that. Oh, that's very pretty. Yeah, thwack. Yeah, that's a gunk. And some of the shell, they're kind of moving around. Yep, I see a little shell trying to get away. This one was also likely moving. I think I saw it, yeah. I think there's somebody home in there. Yep, see that little thing on the left? That's a little crab piece. Crab foot. What do you call it? What are crab feet called? Well, that's what I see. So that's what's in that shell, so that's going to stay here. Oh, this rack line, me and this rack line. Oh, yeah, so here we go. So here's that shot we just saw. So I only have one knobbed whelk in my bucket, and now I'm picking up this one. Now, this is probably about a good time to mention that there's also a whelk called a Keener's whelk. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Keener's whelk looks a lot like the knobbed whelk, but it's got like a little hump in it. Look at this. I'm going to actually pass this one up. Oh, you're broken. Yeah, no, you're broken. Can you imagine? And it was one after the other. Oh, I was so happy. I was so happy. So the Keener's whelk, it's going to have like a little hump in it. At this point, it hadn't really occurred to me. There's one, we'll see it a little bit later in the video, that had a very pronounced hump. Oh, I love these little ones. Oh, you are so pretty. Oh, you darling little thing. So that one does look like it's like one of those Keener's whelks. Look at this. Look at this. I'm saving them like this because I want to go rinse them off. But I figure I'll just do what I can. You know, I'll shell this area. I'll find as many whelks as I can. And then I'll go rinse them all off at the same time. Because I can't wait to see what's kind of like underneath the gunk here. So yeah, this is a messy business on this particular day. And that is okay by me. Believe me. Oh, you're going to be pretty. So we'll wash you off. And I think I'm ready to take a good look at these other ones. Let's go. Can I get it? Yep. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I really want to see. Okay, that shark eye is very nice. Yep, with a drill hole. Yep, that is a true shark eye. But this is what I'm looking at. So this little juvenile guy. Oh, look at the color. Oh, it's so beautiful. So see how it's kind of wavy, the aperture. The wavy ones are the ones that are going to be the Keener whelks versus the knobbed whelks. Oh, you're so beautiful. And I don't care. Keener, knobbed, you're all awesome. Look at how wonky that one is. It's got like a wonky knob. Oh, it's black. Oh my gosh. It's see that? See that like wave in the shell? So that's definitely a Keener's. Let's see. Here we have, oh, look at that beautiful orange aperture. But this is also a Keener's whelk. When I turn it over, you'll kind of see like the hump on it. So that little hump, that makes it a Keener's whelk. I'm so excited that I'm going to get both. I think actually I get more of the Keeners than I do even the knobbed whelks. I don't care. Oh, you're beautiful. I love the black. So between the black and the orange, look at how big, oh my gosh. Yep, oh yeah. I cannot even begin to describe how elated I am right now. A channeled whelk. Oh my gosh. So not only am I getting the knobbed Keener whelks, there's a channel. That was one of the 2 species I was hoping to get. This is going to be a placeholder. It's a little broken. I am going to hold on to that until I get something that's a little in better shape. Oh, hello, beautiful. Doesn't that look like a lightning whelk? But it's not. The aperture's on the right. So that is a knobbed whelk. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yep. What do we got here? Oh, that's one of those chemnits. Arc clams. The chemnits. I think those are really pretty too. I'm actually surprised I'm even paying attention to anything other than those whelks because, yeah, here we go. And I love these juvenile ones and I love the black. So, yep. Let's rinse that off. Oh, all the shells are moving around. Lots of hermit crabs. Oh my gosh, that is stunning. I'm so excited. Oh, that's great. I hope I found one that's a little bit bigger in black. Oh my gosh, look at little touch tank. All the little shells moving around. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in this shell. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm in heaven. Now this shell was there's a hermit crab in it, so I can't keep it. I could not determine what that was. I thought that was really interesting. It looked more like a shell you'd find up in like Maine. I don't know what it is, and I could not idea it. If anybody has any idea, I'd love for you to throw that in the comments below. Oh, that's gorgeous. Sure, anybody home? Yeah, I guess it was questionable. If I don't know, I guess the same rules apply. If there's somebody home, it stays at the beach. Now, this one, we're going to see in a second. It's not empty. Look at that. So the body is the same color as a pear whelk. So the pear whelk has a white body, and you see its operculum. Cool. I get to meet a live one, too. Well, hello. Hello, Keener's Wilk. Yeah, the sand's real soft, so we'll just leave you there. Sorry to have displaced you. Yeah, let's see what's... Is this guy whole? Oh my gosh. Can you even... Oh my... Yep. And so I have a bucket and a bat. I have plenty to bring these shells home. So, yeah. Another little one. Yeah, and I'm just going gangbusters because the last 2 days I had been shelling in the North Carolina and South Carolina, and I was looking for knobbed whelks. I was really, really hoping, but oh, that looks like a knobbed whelk. Yep, that's a knobbed one. But I didn't find all that much. I found it was lovely. It was beautiful, but I'm kind of making up for it today. So this is a hinged alternate talon. Lovely. Yep, I get those in Florida as well. Frankly, most of the shells I find up on this trip I've been getting in Florida, with the exception of the channeled whelks, the knobbed whelks, and the keener whelks. This is the first time I've ever had the opportunity to kind of find these kind of shells. So I'm just in heaven. Just in heaven. All right, rack line, ready? I am. Let's see what's here. Oh, okay. Another knobbed whelk. Oh, another one. Oh, it's beautiful. I can't wait to go home and clean these up. And so just real time, just kind of, I'm not going to pause. I usually pause and kind of like just show you the shells, but because it really doesn't take long to find the next fantastic shell, I'm just going to let it run for a little bit. This rack line was everything I could have hoped for and more. Oh, hello. Big knobbed whelk, or keener. This looks like a keener's. Hope I'm saying that right. Oh, you're awesome. You are just awesome. Yep. And kind of strange, like the lightning whelks, I'm liking like the smaller mid-sized ones. Oh, a black shark eye. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yeah, that is super cool. That bug is a little creepy, but I got a black baby's ear up in North Carolina. I have a black shark eye. This, I believe, is actually a yellow prickly cockle. It's a weird color. I think it maybe was buried. I don't know. Are they just that color here? But yeah, that's a yellow prickly cockle. Oh, and an angel wing. Yeah, you got a little hole in you. They're here too. Bunch of arcs. But I wouldn't say laser focused. I'm pretty darn focused on the big whelks, the channeled whelks. Nope, broken. Yep, it's missing its bottom. So that was a big, big whelk. Oh, you're perfect. You are perfect. It's got a little black, a little color, great size, great spikes. Yeah, so now you see why. I mean, I have been kind of talking about this Georgia video for, frankly, since I went, and now you know why. It was amazing. Look at that. A giant Atlantic cockle. Oh, and that's in pretty good shape too. It's a little beach bowl. Well, look at that. Well, that's pretty cool. Yep, I'm going to hang on to that. Little Atlantic giant cockle. Wow. So shark eyes, they will get to be about 3 inches across. So that's looking like almost maximum shark eye size. That is awesome. I've never found one that big. That is the biggest one I've ever found on the beach. That is amazing. Wow. Oh, now I immediately wanted to call this a razor clam, but I actually think it's an Atlantic jackknife. I think that's what these are called. They're weird. I love these weird mollusks and how they just decided that's how they grow. And there was 2 of them and it's hinged. Just weird. Weird, but really cool. Yeah, you can try to hide, but I got news for you. Yep, I'm here for whelks. All right, this looks like a knobbed. Or does it have a hump in it? Keener. Yeah, we'll go with a keener as well. Oh, it's so cool. All right, so yeah, I'm hitting. There's still plenty more to explore. Plenty more shells to bring home. Holy cow. Yeah, this is amazing. And not only am I getting, first of all, the fact that I'm even getting one. So one would have been enough. I'm getting small ones. I'm getting big ones. I'm getting medium-sized ones. The dark ones. The orange ones. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is literally the perfect day for me. No, okay, so that's when I'm like, oh, look at that's really, really wavy. And so this is the point where I'm like, okay, that's right. There was those two different kind of whelks. But since then, I was obviously able to do the research. So that is definitely one of those Keener's whelks. That little hump in it. Gorgeous. Oh, a sand dollar. Oh, it's so delicate. Yeah, you are going to disintegrate if I try to collect you. Beautiful, though. So that's, I was going to say 5-hole keyhole. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the keyhole sand dollar. Gorgeous. I'm going to leave it here, though. Oh, hi, knobbed whelk. Oh, you are, look at it. Every other one, it gave effort. It gave 50% of the effort. Yep. Really cool. Love that. And, all right. Yeah. Oh, would have been great. That's okay. I already have one. One's good. And I'll just use that to knock some of the sand out. Wonderful. A 50% effort Keener whelk, or was that a knob whelk? And it's interesting too that almost everything I was finding was up. And so I'm trying to kind of like figure out, how does that work? Like, had the shells just been here for a while and the surf kind of just keeps like tossing them around and like leaving them here? I don't know. I don't think that many people come here. I think it's probably been quite a while since anyone has come to this location, which is explaining why there's just so many. So good job on my new Savannah Beach friends for taking me here, huh? Yep. This is just amazing. Oh, another. Oh, and I'm wondering too. Yeah, I'm gonna clean them up. I'm gonna do acid. I'm going to do all sorts of things to these shells. But I will tell you what I will not do is put any of the black ones in acid. The acid can remove that dark stained color, so they will only get oil. I have made that mistake in the past before. But since there's so many of these whelks, I'm going to try to maybe keep one or two kind of beater ones so I can use it to kind of test on. I would hate to ruin like a good shell. Oh, that. Yep, the black and the orange. Oh, it's so pretty. Just tickled, every single one. Just gorgeous. Yeah, no, I will not tire from this. No, I could be here for hours. We won't be. You'll see. There's going to be lots of pretty stuff. And this angel wing, this is pretty massive. Now, the little ones can be kind of delicate, but once they kind of get bigger, they do have a bit of oomph to them. This has been here a minute, but it does feel kind of, it's not feeling delicate. A lovely angel wing. Okay, there, I saw my beach friends over there. They were so nice. Could have brought me here. They did their thing. They let me film, and it was just incredible. I want to dip that in acid. I might not, though. I might just oil because I don't want to ruin that beautiful orange. If it's shiny, the acid will just kind of wreck any kind of natural shine the shell has. Oh, it's tempting, though. Tempting. What about you? Oh, the spikier, the better. I'm so excited that these are like real spiky. I love this size. Is that pitting on there? So something like that I'm going to keep anyway, no matter what, just because I have so many to clean. I might want to like test a couple methods. So hold on to that. Check out the size. I'm going to put my hand down so you can see. That thing is huge. Yep, not used to seeing them that big down here in Florida. I guess maybe I don't remember New Jersey. I don't remember seeing them in New Jersey. I see them, but they're much smaller. They're not quite that big. Maybe it's just the conditions. The Florida, it's just a little gentler, a little kinder. The critters don't need to get quite as massive. All right, there's a couple of broken ones here. What about you? You're perfect. Hello. Yeah, lump. So that one's a Keener's. Keener. It's purdy. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, the spikes. And then this one, perfect. So this one's a little broken. So if I wanted to go a little wild, maybe dip it in acid, just kind of see what happens, I can use the broken one to kind of experiment on. Yay. I am in the flow. I don't want to drink. I don't want to eat. I don't want to do anything other than stay in this and look for shells. This is amazing. I cannot even believe that I get to have this experience. This is incredible. Now, I've had these pinch me experiences before, but I had spent the last 2 days in North Carolina and South Carolina doing a lot of exploring. So it was a lot of driving, a lot of walking. There were some shells. It was great. I was very, very glad I went. But most of the things that I found were things that I could typically find in Florida. So to come here and find something that I've never been able to find before, and not only, to get them, I'm getting multitudes of them in fantastic condition, all different kind of colorations. I got the black ones, the orange ones. You're broken. Crazy. There was more whole ones than there were broken ones. Complete opposite of my experience up north. And that's just how it goes. Like shelling, it's not a science. It's more of an art. Like sometimes it works out great. Sometimes it doesn't. Today is definitely, it's working out great kind of experience. Yeah. I'm just so excited to find so much. See, I do want to take a peek down by the water. Just peek. Let's see, what do we got here? I bet you my other beach friends saw that and passed on it. Yeah, maybe I can use that to test some cleaning. Let's hold on to that. All right, so there wasn't all that much see what I mean? Most of the stuff is up on the higher rack lines. So that's where the shells are. That's where you're going to find me. Another one. Convenient little tide pool here. Beautiful. Yeah, the knobs are a little wonky. Oh, I think that's neat. Beautiful. Yeah, and I might as well check up here. You never know. Most of the stuff was kind of like mid-rack line, so not like super high, not close to the water at all. Just very interesting. It's all kind of up higher. It's not really the same, experience that I have in Florida. A stout Tagalis. Well, that's kind of cool. All right, we have those here. Excellent. I'm not going to get as excited about that as I am about those whelks. Oh, speaking of which, now, yeah, it looked weird because there was nothing indicating that the shell had been there for a while, and the creature in there, a little crab, probably tottered over to where it was. Hi, cutie. It almost looks like a dimpled hermit crab, but I have absolutely no idea what kind of hermit crab that is. But I am going to get you a little closer. I know the tide is coming in. And we're just going to give you a lift a little bit close, a little more comfortable. There you go. It's not hot out, that's for sure. I think I only have one coat on now. Yeah, I left my big coat on the boat. And look at this area. Nothing. Completely devoid of anything. Okay. Really beautiful. Happy to be here all by myself. But interesting, yeah. So I guess it depends on like the topography of the island and where things will kind of gather and pool up. What do we got here? Yeah, just kind of a lump of seaweed. Yep. So I know there hasn't been too many things to find down here, but I think I'll give my back a break for a few minutes and I'll be quiet so you all can have some beach time. Okay, what's up next? Look at a lettered olive. Huh, it's even shiny. And pointy, no less. Look at that. Well, that's pretty cool. The South Carolina shell. Yes, the Georgia state shell is, guess, the knobbed whelk. What do we have here? Oh, it's alive! Okay, so we have keener or knobbed whelk, maybe keener. And it is alive with its operculum. Sorry, buddy. I know you'll be fine. I'm just going to get you a little bit closer to the water. It just feels weird because you're so far away. Here you go. That ought to do it. Yep. And Tide will come meet you in a little bit. I'm going to go back up to where the shells are, or hopefully there's a couple left. We'll see. Here's another olive. Yeah. Yeah, lovely, shiny, pointy, lettered olive. And then that is the tail of a horseshoe crab. For size, let's get my hand in there for reference. Huge. Huge horseshoe crab. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what else. So the day's kind of moving on. Oh, so cormorants. So that was I've never seen them in flocks. Down here I just kind of see single cormorants, but I kind of see them migrating. It's kind of, maybe they're migrating. They're flying in a flock. It was cool. Oh, there's another sand dollar. Okay. That's going to be more of a keeper. Yeah, I suspect that other delicate one. Yep, that's much better. All right, got myself a Georgia sand dollar. And another state shell. Or is it a keener? Can't quite tell. Beautiful color on it. So it is kind of like the lightning whelks. Like the juveniles tend to have more color, and it looks, as they get older, it kind of loses it, and or it's been hanging out and it gets bleached. So that's definitely a knobbed whelk. Yeah, neat. Really neat. All right, so I'm kind of back where I had started, and if I remember correctly, I just wanted one more sweep of this area before we left. Oh, perfect. Something like that. Yep, I'll use that as like a test shell that I could use when I do my cleaning. Oh my gosh, look at it's orange and black. Oh, gorgeous. All right, I guess I missed a few when I was up here earlier. How did I miss you? Oh my gosh. Okay, and I want to, don't remember if I'm going to rinse these off or not. Or if it's more of a, kind of like a mad dash, grab what I can so we can scoot on to the next island. All right, now I got that one. Okay, yeah, I had to put my camera down for a minute. Yeah, I think we're going to wash these off and take a look. I really want to look at that black and orange one. Luckily, there's a puddle here. I don't have to walk all the way to the ocean. Okay, so yep, I'm going to save that one for test purposes. Definitely not going to dip that in acid. I love the black. That one. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh. Well, that's what I like anyway. I don't know. I don't know what other people would like, but I am just tickled. Yeah, all different sizes, all different conditions. Oh, it's just beautiful. Oh my gosh. So that was the end of that island. We are headed to a second island at this point, but along the way, I got to see some of the white pelicans. Now, the white pelicans are the second largest bird in North America, other than the condor. Look, compared to the brown pelican. So the white pelicans are about 3 times the size. I mean, they're just huge. And I think they're awesome. So I did get to see a couple of white pelicans in addition to all the other beautiful things. So now we're at the second location. And I can't wait. All the way down there. I want to get down there. That looks really interesting. Okay, and as I've already learned, these flats didn't really have too much. At least they didn't on that other island. Oh, look at that. Another a giant Atlantic cockle. Yep, they look like hearts. So-called heart, some people call them heart cockles. Okay, let's see what's here. I did place my order for channeled whelks. Let's see. All right, a piece of a channeled whelk. All right, some shark eyes. Cool. Oh, beautiful. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, terrific. Maybe I'll get my shark eye quota in on this particular island. Oh, a black angel wing would be cool. Oh, it's kind of got a hole in it. Yeah. Oh, that would be neat. I do love the discolored shells, so to find black anything, that black baby's ear from North Carolina was actually really, really cool. Well, hi there, channeled whelk. You're looking pretty cool. Yay, you're in a little bit better shape than that other one I had found. Oh, that's great. Yay. Fantastic. So I do have that starter shell, but now I have kind of a little bit more of a legitimate channeled whelk. Ooh, what do we got here? A knobbed whelk? Yeah, clearly don't have enough of those. I'm not going to leave it. That'd be crazy. Oh, it's black. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Yep, that'll do. Beautiful Keener's whelk. That is just amazing. Okay. Let's see. It's funny to be up here. I tend to want to be by the water, but that's just not the way it works over here. There's a nice angel wing. Yeah, you'll do fine. They tend to like the muddy areas, so I guess depending on where the tide is, this can be kind of muddy. Oh, look at that channeled whelk. Oh, it's glossy. It's almost purple. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's terrific. Now there's a little tiny chip in the aperture. That is quite all right. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll probably leave that one behind. If it had been the first one, I might have held on to it, but look how pretty you are. No need. Oh, is that little shark eye? Yeah, we're back in the slime. And that's okay. Pretty shark eye. Oh, that is so cool. So only the top of it is like dyed black. Or like, not dyed black. At least in Florida, I don't know what goes on here, but in Florida, if it's buried in low oxygenated sand, there's like a chemical process that happens and it turns the shell black. And I assume that's what's happening with all these other black shells. Oh my gosh. Look at the gloss on that. Beautiful channeled whelk. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Fantastic. So I'm glad my order was successful. I have enough knobbed whelks. Look, all right, it's trying to get away from me, but I'm going to hold on to you too. Yep, little crusty stuff on you. That's fine. That's a problem for another day. Oh, that's a knobbed whelk. Wow. Oh, yes. Gorgeous. Yep. I'm just thrilled. This trip has been amazing. Oh, now that is going to be I did see the egg casing from a channeled whelk, and that is not a channeled whelk. So that's either going to be the knobbed whelk, the Keener's whelk, maybe lightning whelk. I can't really tell. So little critters are in there, those little dots in there. Yep. So that is an egg casing. Interesting to see that here too. Yay. Another channeled whelk. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, it was really an amazing day. Really, really, really amazing. Oh, another one. Fantastic. I know for a hot second. No, I thought there might have been a crab or something in there. No, that is. I can't believe how many of, oh my gosh. Yeah. So that is why I was saying that today was the perfect day. And guess what? I didn't even show you the pretty part of the island. Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there. So I really wanted to walk down to the end to see just all the trees on the beach. We'll get there. So that's a shark eye. Another channeled whelk. Ooh, that one looks pretty too. I mean, under the slime. Yep. Or it's not really slime. It looks kind of just sandy. Oh my gosh. So this big tree. Now this is kind of reminding me of Kais. And so there's trees that would have established themselves and then the tide comes in and then, the trees kind of hang on for a little while, but sometimes they succumb to the tides and the salt water. Hello, baby's ear. You actually look a little fossilized. So when a shell is fossilized, it just kind of loses the minerals in the shell. Maybe it's just discolored. Hard to say, but cool. Baby's ear. Awesome. And I just thought that this was gorgeous to have these trees right here on the beach. I don't know how long that tree is going to be there. Eventually, the tide's going to come and maybe get it. These other trees, though, it's almost like they have prop roots. So we have mangroves in Florida that are supposed to have prop roots, and it creates little ecosystems within the water. That's just erosion. Those trees were, the sand or the substrate was at the base at some point, and the tide has just washed all the soil and sand away. Beautiful. Kind of these like levitating trees. I kind of wonder how beautiful Kais must have been before all those trees were kind of, killed by the tide and whatnot. Look at that. Now, there's no message in there. No message, but I cannot get the lid off. So it's kind of stuck on there. So that's an old Mr. Boston bottle. Okay. So I am going to take that, see what happens when that's all cleaned up a little bit. Shut the front door. That is a pear whelk. Yep. That is straight up pear whelk. Oh, fun fact, I had called those channeled whelks in way the beginning of my channel, way back when. So I'd love to compare now the pear whelk on the left and then the channeled whelk on the right. So they both have that spiral on top, but clearly the channeled whelk has a little bit more decorations on those whorls that go around. So they are different. The channeled whelks will get bigger. Egg casings are different, but that's what they look like side by side. So we knew that the tide was coming in. I just wonder how much it really matters. Obviously for the boat to have access to the islands, it matters, but it seems like most of the stuff I was really finding was in the upper rack lines anyway. I don't know. I'm obviously going to have to, I'm going to have to come back and have this experience again, because this was just, like I said, just amazing. And what a great way to like finish off my trip. Look, that is literally a levitating tree. Love pine trees. That is awesome. Now, it's a good thing I had all my energy today, because the day prior I was driving from North Carolina, but I managed to get this amazing Airbnb, and I just had to tell you about it. It was absolutely perfectly acquainted. I did arrive a little bit later in the day, so that's why it looks a little darker, but it had a full-size refrigerator, full-size sink, and a stove, and anything you really could have wanted for this kind of trip. Mine was more of a get in, get out kind of a trip, but this place was perfect. If you'd forgot your cords, they have you set for that. And just the living room was really, really darling. I didn't have a whole lot of time to watch TV. I was mostly exploring or sleeping. Speaking of which, there are 3 different bedrooms, really beautifully decorated and all with TVs. I myself like TV, especially YouTube. So I was very happy about that. Now these are great rooms. I myself wanted to stay in the master because that had its own ensuite. So this is the room I stayed in. Really comfortable bed. Now, in the description box below, I'm going to put the link to this place. So if you decide to go to Savannah, Georgia, this place was just a great location, full bath, tons of storage. And if you wanted to, I myself was not going to do any laundry while I was there, but if you wanted to, you could have. This was the other bathroom. Yep. So like I said, just everything you could have wanted here and some. I mean, they left snacks. I did help myself to a granola bar. So that I was really, really grateful that was out. And then they had this coffee bar. And I just love coffee. So this was also really very, very much appreciated. So if you're in the Savannah area, like I said, all the information will be in the description box below. Highly recommend this place. I was able to get a great night's sleep, completely rejuvenated. Whoa, did you see that jellyfish? So that I could find things like this nacre. Not to mention all the knob whelks, the keener whelks, the channeled whelks. So I was fully rested, and this was truly an amazing day. I don't know that I could have planned a day any better than today. Just take me to an island with tons of seashells, then take me to a second island that's gorgeous and has a little bit different shells. So this was one of those experiences that is going to live in the top of my mind for a long time. I went to bed this day dreaming of picking up seashells. It was truly one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. Now, I did experience a little bit of garbage on the beach, so of course I picked it up. Now, I'm going to consider that garbage I'm removing, even though I may or may not keep that bottle. But there was also this 3.05 ounces in addition to this 12.75 ounces. So all together, when I add it all up, it was a little over 2 pounds, and that means I've removed a little over 94 pounds of garbage from beaches. It was originally mostly Florida beaches, but now I participated in some cleanup up north too. We have angel wings, a mussel, a broken sand dollar. There's a baby's ear, some of those Chemnitz arcs, the Atlantic talon, lettered olive, Atlantic giant cockle, pear whelk, giant tigerless, jackknife. There's the shark eyes. Up here we have the channeled whelks. Got a bunch of those beautiful big shark eye, that cool olive. These are not all of the whelks. These are just kind of my favorites because there were so many. I mean, there were so many. I got so lucky. Yeah. So that was Georgia, man, you got my heart. That was awesome. Now that old Mr. Boston bottle, I did manage to get the top off of it. It is a little crusty on the inside. I don't know that I'm going to keep it. That actually looks pretty good. Once it dried, it was kind of white. I even dipped it in acid, so it's probably a goner, but at least I got it off the beach. A big, huge thank you to my new friends up in Savannah, Georgia, who invited me to go shelling with them. Thank you so much. And look, Patreons, without you, this trip never would have happened. I wouldn't have had this trip in my memory. I wouldn't have had that experience. So thank you. Doesn't really sound like enough, but thank you. Although to be fair, I did give them a little extra. I did go over on Patreon and kind of explain how I planned this trip. So anytime I think I can maybe give a little bit of extra, I do over on Patreon. I don't know that I could top this. I would never even try. But can I tell you that next week I still find bucket list shells? There was a little dredge thing going over on in Delray. I went over there. That's what we're going to do next Sunday. So until then, I hope you have yourself a great week, and I'll see you again next Sunday.